new initiative is underway aimed to crack down on child sex trafficking on the Figueroa corridor. NBC4's Amber Frias is live from City Hall with more on the multi-agency effort and reaction from the community. Amber.
All right, y'all, we got to get into this. All right, so Los Angeles is cracking down on human trafficking and sex trafficking, especially around Figueroa and corridor. So the feds is actually teaming up with local police and state police to crack down on human trafficking. So I also have clips of Kamala Harris actually saying she had visited some of those tunnels where drugs, guns, and human trafficking is being pushed through. So it seems like they're trying to gear up to crack down on human trafficking. Also, I got clips of Ali Carter saying she's been trafficked through Hollywood and also through CPS, and also been, trafficked through those tunnels. She's seen, tunnels in, Buckingham, allegedly, tunnels in Los Angeles, tunnels under the Getty's Museum and all that. So we're going to get into that. So, man, please smash that like button. Let's go ahead and get into this article put out by Channel 4 of Los Angeles. Ground zero of human trafficking. Feds of Los Angeles team up to crack down on Figueroa and corridor. So let's go ahead and get into this.
A new initiative is underway aimed to crack down on child sex trafficking on the Figueroa corridor. NBC4's Amber Frias is live from City Hall with more on the multi-agency effort and reaction from the community. Amber.
Annabelle, the focus is on a 3.5-part Figueroa Street in South Los Angeles that stretches from Gage Avenue to Imperial Highway. Now, this area has long been a hub for sex workers, so much so that one mom I spoke with says she's getting ready to move her family out of there.
Helen Elaine Lee has long been aware of the issues impacting Figueroa Street in South Los Angeles. But as her 5-year-old daughter has grown older, her concerns have only deepened.
My child couldn't come outside and play because somebody might be up and down the street naked.
Lee says her daughter became more aware of her surroundings and started asking questions about what she saw.
Then she would see someone young like her niece or younger cousins. So now she's wondering, why do that girl get to walk down the street with that type of outfit on? Isn't that for the swimming pool or the beach?
According to federal authorities, the Figueroa corridor, a 3.5-mile stretch of Figueroa Street, is notorious for prostitution, especially involving minors. In the last 6 months alone, Los Angeles police have rescued 84 minors from Figueroa Street, including one as young as 11 years old.
Especially at night, this area becomes an outdoor bordello. What we see along the Figueroa corridor is a human rights tragedy playing out each and every night.
In an effort to bring the problem to an end, U.S. Attorney Martin Estrada announced the creation of a new task force, which will include law enforcement to address human trafficking in the area.
My office will target the most serious offenders, particularly those offenses that involve minors, children. The District Attorney's Office has jurisdiction over prostitution offenses more generally. The City Attorney's Office can use civil tools to go after those who facilitate human trafficking, businesses such as motels.
As for the community, they remain optimistic at best.
I hope it's solved. That's what I'm going to say. I have to see it to believe it.
Lee says she's in the process of moving her family out instead.
Now, anyone with any information on child sex crimes is urged to call police. Live in downtown Los Angeles.
Man, yeah, crack down on it, as they should crack down on it. Yeah, let's get into, some of the tunnels that, where these people is being trafficked through as well. Human trafficking, not only children, but women as well. That's being trafficked through some of these tunnels that's in Los Angeles. Now, we got Kamala Harris actually a few years back speaking on the tunnels that she had visited, a few years back. So let's go ahead and get into this.
So many of you know, when I was Attorney General of California, I visited a town on the northern side of the U.S. border named Calexico. And I went to Calexico because I wanted to see for myself the tunnels through which I knew guns, drugs, and human beings were being trafficked. And during that trip, I saw in person and in photographs tunnels with walls as smooth as the walls of your living room, complete with lighting and air conditioning. And what became very clear to me is through those tunnels were being trafficked guns, drugs, and human beings, where some people were making a whole lot of money. And in fact, the officials in
Like our U.S.
Calexico,
government.
when I was there, described to me, these are folks who've been working there, doing tough work, and described to me with tears in their eyes about children as young as 5 years old who are being trafficked through those tunnels.
Shh. Let's get into the next one. Hold on. This is the other video where she spoke on it as well.
I walked through tunnels that traffickers used to smuggle contraband into the United States. I've seen tunnels with walls as smooth as the walls of your living room, complete with lighting and air conditioning, making very clear that it is about an enterprise that is making a whole lot of money in the trafficking of guns, drugs, and human beings.
Of course. And our own GOV is involved with it. Y'all already know that. Come on now. Ain't as much of that traffic going on in this country, and tunnels that's bringing in mounds and mounds of D-rugs, human beings, guns, all types of, and our GOV don't have no knowledge of it. Come on now. All right, we're gonna take a turn to Ali Carter, where she speaks on the underground cities and tunnels that she witnessed with her own eyes. Yeah, I mean, this is Ali Carter's account. So let's go ahead and get into this clip right here.
There's cities underground, there's warehouses underground, there's actual homes underground. People build these tunnels and they've built them for decades. There's a lot of elite celebrities, they go down there for parties. Underneath the Getty Museum in Los Angeles, California. I was there for a cock party. We walked through the museum, through the garden area, and employees led us to underground tunnels. We had to take an elevator and stairs. We had to be led. There is no way that you can just walk into a tunnel. The entrances and the exits are in your face, but there's no way that you can just walk through tunnels. You'll get stuck. You'll go deeper and deeper. You won't be able to come back out because it's hard, because the tunnels run all different directions for miles and miles and miles and miles. So if you go down the wrong one, you'll get stuck, and it's confusing to turn back around and get back to where you're going. So you have to be led in and out.
Wow. All right. Yeah, I mean, shoot, we already know about them tunnels being, all over this country. Those tunnels, where they moving a lot of things through them tunnels. Y'all remember El Chapo? Yeah, I mean, he had his own secret tunnel, to move in and out of this country. You know what I'm saying? Until they didn't need him no more. All right, let's get into this clip right here. This is Ali Carter again, on another account of the secret tunnels, underneath. Let's get into it.
Down there was something that happened. I don't even know what to call it. There was something that sounded like an earthquake, something that sounded like people got into a fight. There was a shooting. I was taken from one room to another, and then from there, someone left me there. I started moving and trying to get out of where I was. I was with the friend that I came in with, who was freaking out. She was hyperventilating, she was crying, she was trying everything to get out, and it made us get deeper in. The lower you go, the harder it is to get out. No one knows where the doors are. No one knows where the exits are. No one knows where some of these tunnels lead to. So it's not as easy as just say, I'm just going to get out, or I'm just going to try to find a way out. If you are walked in, you're escorted in, somebody has to help you get out.
Make sure you hit that like button.
After what happened, we had to leave.
Share this video.
Again, I don't know what was going on. I'm still not sure what happened that night. Maria, I am so sorry. I am like, my brain is so, I'm so sorry. I don't even know what's wrong with me right now. I'm being honest. I'm like stupid sweating and I don't even know what's wrong. But I'm fine. Okay.
It's a very, very difficult topic.
All right, make sure y'all smash that like button, man. Make sure y'all drop in the comments too what y'all think of this, man. Please drop your comments in the comment section. I'd like to get y'all thoughts on this as well. And let's continue. So this is a video here that I guess the dude Jeffree Star did with a podcaster explaining that there are secret tunnels in Hollywood under some of these celebrity homes. You know what I mean? That lead to other celebrity homes, such as they saying allegedly the Playboy Mansion has tunnels over there that leads to certain celebrities' houses. I think they mentioned Jack Nicholson, Warren Beatty, and some other people. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get into this clip here of the dude Jeffree Star mentioning that there are secret tunnels in Hollywood that they're using. Let's get into it.
Under Hollywood.
Okay.
Do you believe in them? Do you think they exist?
They are real.
Really?
I knew I would
Now
get.
I'm just pissed I'm not invited.
There's so many different tunnels because
Do you think celebrities really use them? Do you think people really use them?
yes,
You think it's the 1%? Like you think it's just like
it's definitely the 1%. We built our city on top of a city that kind of already existed, so there's just a lot under there. And the problem is I've been invited to these scenarios. I've felt like the sickest, most led feeling ever, and I've never gone down those routes.
I obviously believe all of this city stuff is real and darker than it's even shown.
Yes, I'm glad people are finally seeing it. I think it's because all we do is know his music and he's great. We actually see someone as a monster. It's like holy, like yeah. I
Kim
think
Porter, right?
they offed her, absolutely, allegedly. Yeah.
Does it ever scare you to say things like this?
No,
But I guess
I have no fear, which is why I don't think they've taken me out.
a while where people really thought you were Illuminati. I'm not sure.
We may still hang out sometimes. I'm just not going to be a Hollywood puppet and entertain anything dark or try to blackmail and coerce me over and over and over to do horrible things, and I'm just not a horrible person.
Make sure y'all smash that like button. Comment below what y'all think of Jeffree Star account of the tunnels in Hollywood. Now we got to switch gears and get into this video of a brother that was on a podcast. I want to credit the podcast, but I don't know what but this guy, he says that he worked at a certain Starbucks. They made him sign an NDA where he said there's a tunnel under Starbucks where these celebrities and high profile people use these tunnels, you know what I mean, to basically avoid traffic and all that, which I'm gonna get into. Elon Musk actually showing a tunnel that he built in Los Angeles, which I think they're using right now, where they're traveling through these tunnels to avoid, all the traffic above this, in the city. So I'm gonna get into that as well. But let's get into this brother account where he said he worked at Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? Where this special kind of Starbucks had a tunnel underneath. Let's get into it.
NDA is expired, and you could talk about this. You used to work at a secret Starbucks, is that right? Yeah, there is a Starbucks that is like above reserve, like a Starbucks no one's ever heard of or been to. All right. Have you ever wondered while driving in Los Angeles, how come you've never seen like Will Smith stuck in traffic on the 405? Yeah, I've never seen a 1%er just in their car stuck in traffic. Why is that? That's because there's a series of intricate tunnels underneath Los Angeles known as the actor bond. I'm not kidding. Like they get access points to move through the city without ever having to be in traffic. You can come up in LAX, you can pop up at Dodger Stadium, underneath there in those tunnels is Starbucks set up at different locations to allow them to get coffees while they're driving. All of them. Seinfeld.
You've seen
Oprah,
Seinfeld down there?
Bono. I've seen Seinfeld down there. Dude, almond milk latte, 2 shots.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was he a good tipper?
They don't have to pay.
So this has been underneath Los Angeles for a few years now. I mean, how long has this been there for?
I mean, it predates me. It seems like the city was built on top of it. So I think this goes all the way back to the 20s.
This doesn't seem real. Almost. This is crazy.
I imagine how I sound saying it to people.
But it's very real. Which I'm going to get into this video right here of Elon Musk actually doing an interview with Gayle King, and he's driving the Tesla, showing her the underground tunnel that he's built himself, and basically showing they're basically driving through it. So go ahead and hit that like button before we get into this. Let's go ahead and play this.
How fast is this?
This is still slow. We're only doing 30 miles an hour.
God, oh my
We'll
God,
speed
oh
up
my God.
after we get around the corner.
This isn't just any tunnel.
We can get 100, no problem, but we'll take it easy for you.
It's Elon Musk tunnel. And to understand why we're speeding through it, you need to go back a couple of years when he decided he had had enough of Los Angeles traffic gridlock.
Either we try something new or we will be stuck in traffic hell for the rest of our lives. I started thinking, well, maybe this could be underground.
This is the underground network he envisions. Electric cars using street-level elevators to drop down into a series of tunnels. Autonomous technology in the cars ensure that they don't run into each other, despite going speeds over 125 miles an hour.
Tunnels are, in my view, the only solution to urban congestion because we have a 2D road network and we have buildings in 3D. And everyone wants to pile out of those buildings and into those buildings at the same time. Obviously, you're going to have a traffic jam.
So the tunnels is real. I mean, dude said Starbucks had tunnels underneath where celebrities use, and they're showing you, Elon Musk showing you right here that the tunnel is in full effect, and they're definitely using it. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all smash that like button and share this video. All right, hit that like button, share this video. I'd like to get y'all thoughts, you know what I mean, in the comment section. All right, if you haven't, make sure y'all head over to nightandayherbals.com and take advantage of our 40% off. We sell nothing but natural hair care, skincare products, CBD. We sell, natural soaps and body oils, natural 5-star detoxes and everything. So make sure y'all head over there. We got the holiday sale still going on, 40% off by using the discount code right there on the screen. And I'll check y'all out next time, man. Peace.